Greetings, NASCAR enjoyers, and I was looking for an extra race to review since there will be no Xfinity Series race at Michigan, and the only other Truck Series race I'll be looking at is the one at Lime Rock Park. After some searching, I had an idea. Why not give the ARCA Menards Series a chance? Yeah, I never reviewed an ARCA race until now. For those of you who don't know, the ARCA Menards Series is the 4th tier NASCAR series after it was acquired by NASCAR themselves. Before then, it was still a feeder series for future NASCAR talent, but it wasn't affiliated with NASCAR themselves prior to the buyout. But anyways, the ARCA Menards Series race at Loud State begins with Brendan Queen making a massive jump to lead. That's Butterbean if you're familiar with the ARCA series. I haven't watched the ARCA series that much. Though he could lose the lead to Corey Heim at any moment. Any second now. Because it's the ARCA series, the races are much shorter. Lawless Allen and Moffitt engage in a battle for 4th. Queen now has a 3.32 second lead gap, and this is going to be a recurring thing in the ARCA series, even with competition cautions being implemented. Once the leader is in the lead, he's gone. Unless if one guy manages to run him down or something, but it's usually rare, as far as I know. So far, not much is going on. Tyler Reef attempts to run down Robusto and is trying his best to take 7th away from him. Yeah, people often say that drivers can't pass in the next-gen car, but I don't see how ARCA is any different as the leading drivers pull away in that series as well. Stock car racing is stock car racing. Drivers are going to pull away no matter which series it is or how much horsepower the cars have. Cole Raz started having issues and had to go down to pit road. Now that's something that all stock car series have and isn't just a next-gen problem. Ruggiero is seen battling Corey Heim for 2nd, and I know that Corey Heim will not give up 2nd that easily. He is an excellent driver, and I will always be rooting for him no matter which series he's in. Like in the Cup series, the leading drivers do start catching up to lap traffic. Ruggiero manages to overtake Heim, and yeah, told you so, Heim will not give up 2nd that easily. Even with him attempting to side draft Ruggiero, he still manages to pull away from Heim for 2nd. As expected, we do get an ARCA driver trying to lap the entire field, and Queen is expecting to lap nearly every driver until he catches up to the ones running in the top 10. And the competition caution comes out. I'm hoping that this will shake things up, but in the ARCA series, it rarely does. Nearly every driver comes down to pit road, and Queen would be the driver to lead under caution. Unlike the Cup series, the ARCA series does not focus on the races off pit road, nor does it name any of the pit crew members. That's something to keep in mind when watching the ARCA series. Jason Kitzmiller had to come down to pit road as he had a loose lug, yeah. ARCA cars still have the 5-lug wheels, and the Cup Series cars have the single-lug wheels. This is a hot take, by the way. I actually prefer the single-lug wheels of the next-gen car over the 5-lug wheels of the older NASCAR cars. Ah, come on, it's just an opinion, man. Everyone is allowed to have an opinion, right? Yeah, that would have been disastrous, but anyways. The race restarts with Ruggiero and Queen battling for the lead. Holy crap! Heim is now in the mix, and Heim falls back to 4th. Dang it! He's the one driver I was rooting for! Queen attempts to run down Ruggiero, but is not able to do it. Allen is now trying to run down Queen, who is also referred to by the broadcasters as Butterbean. Yeah, Brendan Queen is also known as Butterbean by a lot of people because that's his nickname. Yeah, Butterbean is a nickname. It's kind of like a nickname that Michael Roos would come up with. Anyways. We also get the reason why Corey Heim is racing at Michigan. Jake Finch had to sit out this race due to an illness of some kind. So they got Corey Heim into the car. Corey side drafts Allen and is now in 3rd. While Ruggiero starts getting an ARCA lead gap, we do see another female coming over to the ARCA series, and her name is Regina Servant. I'm hoping that she can at least finish the race unlike the 2 other female drivers that I won't mention here. Jakonovic makes a pit stop under green, and the caution comes out. Eloy Falcon gets the free pass. But anyways, we get our next set of pit stops, and Ruggiero is the one to lead under caution. The race restarts with Queen and Ruggiero having an intense battle for the lead, and Queen manages to take the lead yet again. Hold up, Heim is now running in second. Yeah, he got past Aldez, now catching up to Queen. Holy crap, this is getting intense. Heim is not able to overtake him. Lap traffic is starting to become a factor with just 6 to go. Even though Heim tried to run him down, Queen still managed to win the race. Not bad for my first ARCA experience. I really wanted Heim to win this race, but the race still gets an 8 out of 10. It was boring at first, but got exciting in the end. In case you're wondering, no, I'm not as much of a fan as Butterbean, as I've never watched the ARCA series until now. Corey Heim is much more familiar to me, as I've seen him race in Cup and Xfinity, and I always root for him in the Truck series. But Brendan Queen is unknown to me. Update. I actually did my research after I watched this race, and it turns out that Butterbean is actually a pretty good racer in the late model scene. He also raced part-time in the Truck Series with Tricon Garage last year, so yeah. He has a pretty good track record, but that being said, I still prefer Heim over him, because I just like Corey Heim, man. Like, I always root for Corey Heim. Corey Heim is like the Thanos of the Truck Series. When he runs in the Truck Series, he is inevitable. Yeah, and with one snap of the finger and the Infinity Gauntlet, Corey Heim is destined to win, because again, he is inevitable. He's pretty much like Thanos. Gets stronger and stronger. That's why I like Corey Heim, man. Even though Parker Klingerman did win at Daytona, but his win was taken away from him because, well, disqualification. Yeah, it always happens. Just like how Jesse Love got disqualified from Rockingham. But anyways, I'm gonna go sign off for now. Since I had no ARCA race reviews until now, I can't link you one, so I'm going to go straight to the chase and say, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell just in case you haven't already done so. Catch you guys next time, and peace out.